Morning, afternoon, or evening. It looks like you are opting to watch a video that comes in more than one part, probably because it was lengthy and we like to keep them kind of short so people don't have to sit too long. So this could be a two-parter, three-parter, four-parter. I don't know which one you're looking at, but just wanted to let you know if you are on, say, part one and it has a part two, that part originally will come out on a date separate than part one. So just keep a lookout for the same title name where it says part two, part three, or part four, and then you should find your way accordingly. I hope you enjoy and I hope it helps clear up some sort of concept that someone was asking about. I'll see you later. Bye-bye now. Good morning, afternoon, or evening. There was a request by somebody if I could do some sort of video explanation on filling out the function report, the SSA 3373, for someone who is like a mental health disability claim. 15. This is about going outside. I usually do take this to mean like literally stepping out your door. Maybe you go to the mailbox or whatever. It doesn't mean going outside and driving all the way to town. It could be something far less. So most people do still go outside at times, even if nothing else, to go to their therapy appointment or any other appointments they have, but not always. So you have to give your accurate statement here. Because when going out, how do you travel? Walk, drive a car, ride in a car, ride a bicycle. I never see that anymore. Use public transportation and other. This is going to depend on the real peculiarities of your life and symptoms now. If your concentration and focus and memory are really, really impaired, potentially due to this severe depression or anxiety, some people don't even drive a car anymore. And number 15D here is, do you drive? And I would suggest with D, but do you drive? Because you could have that you do walk, you do drive, you do ride in a car. If you're in the country, you probably don't use public transportation, but if you're in the city, maybe you do. Now, some of these things are going to be greatly impacted by anxiety. If you have severe anxiety, is that the time you decide to drive your car? Maybe not. Maybe you don't want to leave the house during those times. So maybe you're doing none of those. So you kind of perhaps want to expound on that. So for 15D, do you drive? Let's say you still do sometimes, but it's on those good days, not on those bad days. I would explain. I'd maybe even say yes and no. On my less bad days, I will drive to my therapy appointment that's 5 minutes away when I don't have a ride, or maybe you don't need a ride on your less bad days. But on the days when I am really stuck in this horrible cloud and I'm in bed, I don't even leave the house, much less hop behind a wheel. And I mean, honestly, would it even be safe, right? When we're feeling that way. For anxiety people, driving can affect that. I know some people who feel that they don't have enough focus and concentration, and they're not depressed, they're overly severely anxious, and they don't feel safe. They feel like they're trigger happy on the gas or the brake. Don't feel that they can focus enough to be paying attention sufficiently, and they're afraid they're going to cause an accident. If you say you can drive no problem, again, probably not going to win your case. So you need to think long and hard about where it is limited. Consider your bad and good days, and think about all the things we're talking about here in terms of focus, concentration. I mean, if you're in such a malaise that you were stuck in bed due to a severely depressive state for a few days, think about how risky that driving would be. I mean, you obviously have no inclination to do it anyway, but I'm just saying, if you were to do it, I wouldn't want to be walking on the sidewalk, let's put it that way, with you in town driving. There's another question: when going out alone, can you go out alone? Some people with severe anxiety, such that they have panic attacks, do not go out alone. So think about whether you have those, and if there are times I mean, you might just be like, I'm not going out at all, or then like, I gotta go to that doctor's office. I really want my wife to come with me or my husband to come with me because I just feel so anxious and I'm afraid I'm gonna have a panic attack. Or maybe they're more prone to those crying spells that they cannot control that come upon them. And they may have them less when they have a loved one with them. Does that affect whether you go out alone or not, or if you wait until someone can go with you? All the things to think about. Shopping. This one's always fun. If you do shopping, do you shop in store, by phone, by mail, by computer? And notice that they ask and see, this is 16. How often do you shop and how long does it take you? Again, shopping is a chore. If you enjoy it, if you enjoy it, you're not maybe as depressed, at least at the times you're going. So maybe it's more of a manic thing. I don't know. Um, what you shop for. Are you going gift shopping? You know, the things that you do that are less for your needs and more for fun and enjoyment optically might not serve you well. And again, the people I know that are severely depressed or with severe anxiety, there are total effects on how they shop. A lot of times it's a family member that does it all. A lot of times they will go together just to get out of the house. And then sometimes they have to go sit in the car because they're getting anxious about the store's getting busy and all that. Some people do it all by computer. And by the way, when they say by phone, that might mean by not by talking, but by smart device. Because I know some people don't even have computers and they use their phone like a computer. So it's kind of hard to know which way they mean. They might mean it that way. Um, the more you go out in stores, the more able you are. So keep that in mind. So don't give a sloppy answer that's not true. Think about it. Keep a journal, perhaps, of all the last times you went to the store. The money question, and this is definitely a mental one, by and large. Are you able to pay bills, count change, handle a savings account, use a checkbook or money order? Yes or no? And then just explain all no answers. Be mindful that they are not asking you if you have money. Some people give the response, I can't do any of these because I have no money. No, they're not asking about your wealth. I know you're trying to slick it in there so they can feel sorry for you, but that's not how you're going to win this case, and it's going to potentially cause irritation. It is about, for instance, paying bills. And this has kind of morphed in the last few years because we have automatic bill pay. And that helps people because this question can sometimes cause someone who wins their SSD for the SSA to say, you need a representative payee. We can't give the money straight to you. So if you would maybe not be able to pay bills on time because you just get distracted and you forget to check the calendar and when they're due and all that, you're just not as organized as you were because of your focus and concentration issues that stem from your severe depression or anxiety. If you do pay with auto bill pay through your bank or however you set it up, I would say, I don't know that I would say something to the effect of, I use automatic bill pay because hand paying the bills with checks just doesn't seem to be anything we do anymore. And I don't know that I would be able to keep up with them if I did it by hand. You could say that if you're doing auto bill pay, let them know that you're totally fine with the auto bill pay. It works, right? Um, if counting change is like a focus and concentration thing, of course, someone who, and we're not talking about physical impairments here, but people that have severe numbness and tingling in their fingers or poor dexterity problems now due to, could be carpal tunnel, it could be some sort of cervical radiculopathy type of thing. They often have difficulty. It's not counting the change, it's handling the change. Sometimes I'll put that in there if it's a physical case, but here we're talking about just the mental, right? Counting change is the ability to focus and count those numbers. If you have difficulty counting the change, that would be indicative of quite a bit of maybe interference with your concentration, even in the short, like within 15, 20 seconds, you get off track counting the change. Handling a savings account, do we even handle them anymore? I don't know. So I'll let you guys have that one. Using a checkbook or money orders, people oftentimes don't write a lot of checks anymore because of that auto bill pay. So that is something you're just gonna have to answer yourself. And don't say you can do it if you think that you are, if you think that you could do it, but you haven't done it in 3 years. Don't do that. Don't give yourself the benefit of that doubt because that would hurt your case and it might not be accurate. Has your ability to handle money changed since the illness? If your concentration has been very impeded since you started with this severe depression or anxiety, um, it probably is. But again, you could always, if accurate, discuss the auto bill pay that you use. And that has completely taken care of any problem you have with the concentration or remembering to pay the bills on a certain day every month because you have auto bill pay set up. That part is over. If you're looking for the following part, if there is one, or a preceding part to the same video that was longer, just look under the channel for the same title video. They are named the same and they just have part one, part two, part three, or whatever part it is. So feel free to take a look, see, and complete the video. Take care.